Probably the first session we have today morning. So I think we're going to talk about flexible packaging. And flexible packaging in India, as we all know, is growing at 7 to 10% range for different segments. And I'm very fortunate to be involved in this segment over the last 35 years, and I have learned from all of you. So before I share my learnings, I think let's start with our panels here. So first of all, we have Mr. Kunal Bajaj. He's a visionary leader with a strong business acumen and exceptional leadership skills. Kunal has been instrumental in driving the growth and expansion of the Jupiter Laminators and its group companies. And of course, I won't read the full, but I think one of his key mantras I would like to highlight is the right to victory is to take big and determined actions.
Good morning to all of you, and it's amazing to be back here. Every year, Ms. Nidhi organizes this wonderful event where we meet professionals like yours, we share our thoughts, and learn a lot of things about the flexible packaging industry. Coming on to the topic what we need to discuss today is unwrapping the global challenges of flexible packaging. So, you know, as the topic speaks for itself, last couple of years have been really challenging. You know, we have made many strategies, some of them worked, some of them failed. But before we move ahead, I would like to share some information about our company, what Jupiter Group is all about. Jupiter Laminators, we are an end-to-end solution provider for flexible packaging laminates. LSKB Aluminium Foils, relatively a younger company, supplying 2.2 meter width aluminium foil. First in India to manufacture 4.5 micron aluminium foil for packaging. And also first in India, and announced this last year as well, we were first in India to make 5.35 micron foil in India. Also we have our in-house brand called Home Foil, which is available everywhere. Engrave Plus, again, our rotogravier manufacturing unit. Food Pro, a one-stop solution for all your retort packaging needs. Incofix, another young company where we are manufacturing inks, adhesives, and coatings. And Jupalco, ladies and gentlemen, this is relatively a new project. We will be manufacturing aluminium foil stocks here. Moving on, all these companies supply to the multinationals presented on the screen, and I mean, we are very proud to be associated with the brand owners.
Good morning and welcome. I am Surendra Gupta from LyondellBasell. It is a great honor to be here and participate in this e-specialty film and flexible packaging global summit organized by Elite Plus. Before moving to my presentation, please allow me to share my thought on theme of today's business session. Friends, flexible packaging has grown into $100 billion mark worldwide. It is already sustainable material because it uses less material in comparison to other packaging format. Further, it provides protective benefits with less environmental impact. Today, this industry nears its century mark and seems on inflection point and getting new challenges to become more sustainable. And one of the major challenges is to provide better end-of-life solution. Poor recycling rate, single uses, and environmental leakage on land and into the ocean has caught attention of the world, and industry need to respond about it. Several approaches have been developed, including redesign into monometal packaging for better sorting and recycling, developing bio-based and compostable structure, and also building enhanced recycling infrastructure. Each has its own set of challenges. And it is uncertain that this technology is going to be ultimately. And it is expected that not only one technology, but there will be a combination of technology. Those are going to address this kind of problem. Hopefully, we can quickly move for the solution due to progress in our scientific understanding of material and packaging technology.
A plastic material at the end of life is recycled, transformed, composted, or used in a way to get back into a new lifestyle. A new life cycle is a definition of circularity that I liked. Another thing that I'm going through the deliberations is when we talk of monomaterial, I would like to take the example of a kraft paper coated with LDPE. European definition is 95% kraft paper is still considered kraft paper. And I think that's a good definition for us to start looking at. As long as the monomaterial is 95%, we should consider that as monomaterial. That helps us in redefining. So I would say that that would be my opening comments on the circularity bit. Thank you, Marzban.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dr. Mahesh.
Thank you for having me here. See, when you talk about sustainability, and FMCG, what is FMCG? FMCG is manufacturing things for the consumer. So rather than asking this whether FMCG is ready, I should ask the consumer whether consumer is ready to accept the additional cost that we are going to bear for sustainability. We all are businessmen sitting here, right? If I talk about increasing the cost, how many hands will go up? How many of you will support me? See, most important is business sustainability. How do we get value? My friend, Mr. Bajaj from Jupiter, he mentioned about a hallmark for sustainability packaging. This is an innovation. Without an investment, this is an innovation. Next, what we need to do is we need to create consumer awareness about such hallmark, whereby they also support the sustainability aspect. When we talk about sustainability, we need to understand the root cause of the problem. Yes, whether we should look at the start of life, end of life. Start of life is when we actually pack the product. End of life is when it is there, disposed already. I think what sustainability should be focusing on is the midlife crisis, I would say. How you are going to dispose it. And an education, the government initiative around this aspect, how to dispose, is
the manufacturing of polyester and BOPP film in VATMAC. So I can explain this question quite well. You see, in the market, the popular films are polyester, BOPP, PVC, and PE. And the question whether we can add any recycling to that is different for different polymer. It is not the same. But there are certain factors which affects the pricing part of the recycled material we add. The first factor which comes is the clarity. You see, in all the film, whenever we use for the packaging, flexible packaging, the clarity and the transparency is very important. So because of the transparency and clarity, we can only add the recycled material which is transparent and clear.
Marzban, and thank you, Nidhi, for having me here on this panel. The MDO-PE laminate is actually a perfect solution, which is recyclable. It has got sufficient transparency, sufficient stiffness, and the product is now well researched and well produced, and it's a perfect alternative, I would say. Ultimately, the customers have to do some kind of compromise to adopt this in terms of quality and mainly performance on their machines, and to an extent cost. I go with Mr. Kale, mentioned that ultimately it's whether the consumer is ready. Main point is that the climate change is here and now, and unless all of us are responsible and take care of this, we have really no choice but to produce recyclable packaging, because in the next couple of years, recycled content in any kind of packaging is mandated at a fairly high